Yeah, yo, sorry about that. Welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 255. Ain't that crazy? 255. Same as Saquon Barkley versus the Rams. Same as Saquon Barkley versus the Rams. I am good, yo. I am, yo, I am good. Same as the Rams. I'm good. But yeah, welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 255, aka Saquon Barkley rushing record versus the Rams. Welcome to Free Agency Reaction at Birds of Broad Street with Simone Staley, One Trey Rock, Smitty Eagle, and your boy Cool Cat Connor. Hey, I'm funny. Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about today. Free agency on the way. Make sure you guys, please, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, comment. The whole game will be here sooner than later. You gotta be patient with us. Moan's the hardest working woman in sports. She's at Atlanta Hawks game with Dylan. Smitty is the hardest working man in America. And Trey, he's a coach. So your boy got to hold down the fort right here, right now, by giving y'all the little word of the day. Word of the day is signed. The Eagles signed some players in free agency. But before we do that, let's talk about big play Slay. Before we let's talk about big. I want a huge. We need to give big play Slay a huge round of applause on an amazing, amazing, amazing career. One more time for Slay. Big play. Don't call him Darius. Slay has officially announced his retirement in football. Slay, man. Big play Slay. What can I thank you? Thank you. Thank you for all that you have done for the Philadelphia Eagles.
8 weeks.
Let me like this video from Seth. Thank you for all that you've done for my Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you for helping us win a Super Bowl. Bringing this Lombardi trophy back to the greatest city in the world. Philadelphia, PA. I appreciate you, Slay. I appreciate you, Slay. Right. I appreciate you, Slay. I thank you, Slay, for all that you have done for this fan base and for this great city. The fact that Big Play Slay retired is retiring, man. You want to know what the worst part? No banana pudding. That means no more banana pudding. That means no banana. Nana! Victory! Woo! That's sad, man. No more banana pudding. Shit! Right. I mean, I my favorite moment when he locked out just when he locked down Justin Jefferson. Like that's my favorite part. When Slay locked down Justin Jefferson, I think week 2 versus the no, not Commanders. Shoot. Versus tickle my tongue. Oh, the Minnesota Vikings. Like he locked down Justin Jefferson. Locked that man up. Before we even did a Quinyanamo Bay, Slay locked Justin Jefferson up. So, backed by popular demands. What up, Smitty?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Miss you, bro. How you been, man?
Chilling, man. You know what I mean? Just trying to get back to the routine, man. Get back into the flow of things. But I'm here today, man. That's what matters, man. Today.
Yeah, I know. That's why I be telling people you're the hardest working man in the room. You know you had work to do. I get it.
Nah, but I'm back, man. You know what I mean? Ready to talk some birds, man. Ready to tap into what's going on. Obviously, I'm tapped in. You see me on Twitter. I mean, I be going at it with all the trolls as much as
Yep.
I can.
Yep.
With all the lies and all the things that's going on. But I see you was giving partings to my boy Big Play, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you for giving me the info while I was doing Cool Cat Mitch with Mitch Kofsky. So I appreciate you, Bo. So go ahead and talk about Slay retiring, man. Talk
No,
about it.
obviously had a really good run with the Eagles, man. You know what I mean? He was here for a nice period of time with a good slate of play, man. He was here. Obviously last year wish he would have came back if we could have had an opportunity to probably make that cornerback two situation a little bit better. But it didn't happen like that. He got claimed by the Bills. So I wish he would have just ended it as an Eagle. You know what I mean? Instead of going out, you know what I mean, and playing for multitudes of teams and things of that nature. But obviously money works out how it works out. But you know what I mean? I can't take away what he did as an Eagle. Obviously it was an up and down career. Towards the end, obviously fans had their own opinion on what Slay was, but um, the one thing they can't ever say is he's not a Super Bowl champion. So I mean, he was a captain here for a long time. He put in the work. He did everything he could when he was at his best, when he was at his worst. He was always going to be there on the field. The fans love him. The team love him. Uh, Man, congratulations to Slay, man, on a really really good career. I hope you the best, man. You know what I mean. Wish you could have did that one more round with us, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be the same without Slay wearing that midnight green, man. Shout out to him, shout out to Mrs. Slay and that banana pudding. Man, it won't be the same without him, but thank you for all that you've done. So let's keep get Smitty up to speed of the things that just happened with free agency. The first thing is Jordan Davis got extended by the Philadelphia Eagles. So I know you tapped in with that. So what's your thoughts on Jordan Davis and give a grade on his extension?
I mean, I obviously was, standing on the table for my guy, man. I knew he was gonna get extended. You know what I mean? I knew exactly what was going on, man. I seen it on the front lines. Obviously, y'all know I've been riding with Jordan Davis and the Kobe Dean from day one. Um, and I actually predicted we was gonna take Jordan Davis in the draft. So to see a guy when I really was just getting into like my evaluation of, combines and drafts and, what I mean, actually seeing him be drafted by the Eagles, get a second contract with the Eagles, obviously to play alongside his brother, Jalen Carter. Um, Man, it's a great feeling. I think, what I mean, obviously it was a healthy contract, but when you look at the breakdown of the contract, it was very team friendly. It left a lot of wiggle room for us to be able to sign more players. And I think the best of Jordan Davis is still in front of him. The first few seasons, obviously, some of the condition issues, some of the limited pass rush issues, it weighed down on what he was able to do. But these last two seasons, really finding his feet under him, really really starting to understand that, yeah, you could be a big guy, but you also have to be conditioned, to play 4 quarters, to play 3 downs, So really looking at it from that perspective, man, it's a really nice luxury to be able to get extended, to be still here as an Eagle on a team that's, always looking to win another one. So shout out to Jordan Davis, man, for putting in the work. Keep putting in the work. Don't give up because you got the money, man. Because it's more contracts and better football in front of you, my brother.
Damn right. Simple as that, man. I'm happy for Jordan Davis. He put in the work. He put in the time, man. Like, he deserved this contract. And that leaves some money on the table for Jalen Carter as well. So I love this signing and this extension from Jordan Davis, man. Like, he put a lot of work in when everybody said he couldn't do it. And he was just a role player. He put in the work last season. So I'm proud of Jordan Davis getting this contract extension. The next guy that got signed by the Philadelphia Eagles is Dallas Goedert. He got his deal done. So, what's your reaction to Dallas Goedert returning to the Philadelphia Eagles?
Obviously, I didn't think this was going to be one of the ones that happened. I definitely thought he was probably going to be a goner onto another team. So to see him come back for one more season, I think it's an opportunity, man, for him and for Howie Roseman to still address tight end, to get somebody in that can work under, Dallas Goddard. Do what we've done before, kind of get a guy in the room so we can transition from one to the next. So it ain't got to be crazy. Um, so I just wanna I just want to see what he do next season. Hopefully he can give us another healthy season. But I'm glad to have him back. He's obviously Jalen Hurts' safety blanket, and I think in this offense, his role alongside a few of the other guys on the team is going to be crucial.
Yep. Trigger, what up, Trig?
Trigger.
You muted, coach.
What's up, my boys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing there, coach?
I mean, look, this is a great day for the Eagles.
Yeah, yep. So let me recap it all for you. Big Play Slay announced his retirement from the Philadelphia Eagles. So we heard from Smitty. So let's hear from you, Trey. What's your reaction to Slay announcing his retirement?
Honestly, I felt like it was time for Slay. He probably was gonna bounce around like a journeyman if he wanted to play a couple more years. But honestly, I feel like he should have did it last year. That last year's season really was a wash for him. I guess he was trying to see if he still had it, still had more in the tank. But I mean, he put in a lot of good years for Detroit and Philadelphia. Man, I respect this dude, and he's one of those guys that's not afraid to share his knowledge. He don't care who under him. He did great working with Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. He was the leader in that room. So there is Slay, like, he not a hating dude. He a genuine dude, man. And I'm glad to have seen him in the Eagles uniform, man. I mean, big ups to him, bro. He had a great career. He got a Super Bowl out of it, and I mean, that's all I really got to say about that.
Yep. So let's go ahead and get you caught up. We talked about Jordan Davis becoming a Philadelphia Eagle. So, what's your reaction to Big Jordan Davis becoming a Philadelphia, getting his contract extension?
This one, it was kind of like, I ain't gonna say shocking because he did play well last year, but I thought they was gonna kind of let him play this year out, and I mean, clearly he showed them enough that he worked, he lost all the weight, he kept himself in shape. So I mean, in my opinion, he earned it. It's just we're gonna be paying two defensive tackles a lot of money because Jalen Carter gonna get extended either this year or the year after. And we're gonna be paying them a lot of money, but these two are the best to do it in the league right now. So I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, big ups to Jordan Davis.
Yep. Now we was just getting to Dallas Goddard, so
Hey,
we'll.
before you move on, can you
Uh
do you
huh.
got the graphic of the breakdown? Trey, have you seen the breakdown of that contract though?
I mean, it's a favorable contract, like money wise. It's
What
just
the first what 3 years of that contract is easy money.
yeah, easy money. And
And if you earn the extension, we'll be able to make it work.
but
The problem
yeah,
is if we have to move off of you in 3 years, Jesus Christ, the
yeah,
money we owe you.
that cap hit gonna be nasty. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be nasty. But it's a good thing that Jordan Davis still young. So
yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's still gonna play at a high level. But this contract we about to give Carter, it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be massive, bro. It's gonna be top two, probably top one in the league at D tackle. So I mean, we shoring up the trenches like how we always do, and I'm not mad at it. As long as they can make it work, I'm not mad at it.
Yep. So let's go ahead and let's go back to Dallas Goddard. And we talked about Dallas Goddard a lot this upcoming seasons, this past season. So Trey, we'll start with you. What's your thoughts on Dallas Goddard getting re-signed by the Eagles?
To my knowledge, and Smitty, you could correct me on this. Dallas Goddard was a restricted free agent, right?
We owed him some money. He wasn't restricted though, but we did
Okay,
owe him
okay,
bread.
okay. That's so I could because I was kind of puzzled about it. I ain't really look into it all heavy, but I was like,
Now at any point he
why
could
he
have signed with somebody else, and the second he would have signed that contract, we owe him 20.
20 mil, right? That's
Yeah,
the
right
cap
after
is be
the
20. Okay, all right. So this honestly, I'm glad he back, but this one was kind of puzzling to me too. It's like I felt like he would have went somewhere else. He probably could have got more bread, but some dudes don't value that. Some dudes like he probably was cool. He loved the environment and stuff like that. It's like I mean because honestly, Goddard probably was like a high
look,
free agent.
Trey, you gotta look at it from a real logical standpoint, right?
Hmm.
He couldn't have got more money nowhere else. He got $27 million from us basically today.
When he signed, right?
Yeah, because he got 7 million new money, and then we converted the 20 million into 3 void years where we pushing the 20 million out with 3 years. So we're gonna pay him like six and some change for the next 3 years, regardless.
Okay, all right. See, I ain't like I said, I didn't really get in depth with it.
Yeah,
That's
so
why I was like,
basically he signed a $27 million deal today for 1 year.
hey, that's cool. Look, that 1 year we get smacked. I mean, look, next year it'll be off the books. Shit, I'm cool with it.
Now
Like,
it'll be bare minimum. I mean, we won't owe him like we it won't be that 20 million we would have owed him today, like type. You know what I mean?
so with
So
that, like, how do
so
that
next year we will only owe him like 6 million.
so with that, how do that conflict with the AJ contract? Because he a big
It
cap hit
doesn't.
too.
It actually helps the AJ contract be more affordable for the season.
Okay, all right.
Because
Look,
now instead of us owing 20 million, we have 40 million in cap.
I wanted Goddard back the whole process, man, because going into the he Jalen's safety blanket. So it's like you don't want to have your best player, especially learning a new offense and all that. He's
What
definitely Jalen's safety blanket.
trigger for
So
me, it was a situation where like early, I wanted to see if we could execute and bring in somebody younger on a multi-year deal. But once all the tight ends kind of left the board, I was like, y'all need to just go ahead and get Goddard back at this point. Don't try to go in with Calcaterra and this other dude. I mean,
and I think we still like we in a position where we don't need too much, honestly. So if they want to take a gamble and try to get probably Sadiq from Oregon or the tight end from Purdue, I feel like they in a position where they could do
now
that. We
give me
got
buddy
not
from Vanderbilt,
yeah.
Stowers.
I mean Vanderbilt, yeah, my fault,
Yeah,
not Purdue,
Eli
Vanderbilt.
Stowers. You can give me
Yeah.
Justin Jolly. It's a few tight ends I take in this draft, bro. I ain't gonna
I'll
cap to
take
you. I ain't gonna
Sadiq.
cap you down.
But boy ran like a 4.3 at tight end.
Yeah, but I think if you take a Sadiq, that's first round. You got to go first.
You gotta keep no, he definitely going in the first. But if he fall down to like that 20-inch range, I'm taking him. I'm getting him.
If he
We
there at
got
23, it's a hard conversation not to take him.
yeah, dude. He gonna be a dog. And you signed Goddard already. He could learn under Goddard. He could be your flex tight end.
He your
Goddard,
second tight end until next year.
yeah, he'd be a second. Like when Goddard came in, it was him and Ertz. So yeah,
Yeah,
I do it that
he'll
way.
be what y'all wanted Calcaterra to be all these years.
Facts. And he a way better pass catcher and route runner than Calcaterra.
And a
So
blocker, better blocker too.
better blocker too. Yep. So I'm cool with that, bro. If we could snag him in the first round, I'm cool with that. It's gonna be dudes buying for his talent though, so I don't think he's gonna
The
last
only
that
thing
long.
that's crazy to me is all these reports coming out about these dudes getting hurt. Somebody finna slide that shouldn't slide. I just don't know who it's gonna be.
A lot of people gonna slide. That's every year draft. It's crazy,
Nah,
bro.
bro, but it's always that one guy that everybody say gonna be such and such, and then they end up like gone. And it's like, dang, how he ended up in the second round?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, remember last year was Will Johnson because of his knee.
Yeah, little injuries or character things that it just make like Jalen Carter. When we got
Yeah,
Jalen Carter, that was all character. It's like
he should have been top five.
he should have been top five. I'd say top three in that draft, honestly. But
But I knew one team that wasn't gonna touch him. I knew the Raiders wasn't gonna touch him.
the Raiders was they supposed to be the dudes that look y'all rebuilding. Y'all supposed to get that
No,
dude. Y'all tripping.
bro? Think about what just happened a month before the draft.
Yeah, that car racing stuff, right?
The Henry Ruggs.
Yeah. Oh
You can't
yeah,
you
Henry Ruggs. Yeah,
you can't
damn,
you can't go get Jalen Carter
damn.
after
After
Henry
the
Ruggs
Henry
just did
Ruggs.
what he did.
Yep, yep, yep. No, you're right. I forgot all about the Henry Ruggs stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't touch you. Like I knew they couldn't touch him after that.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, all right, they can't mess with him. But
Yeah, no, yeah.
I did think Seattle was gonna take him.
He slipped already to like 10 or 13 or something, right?
Nine. Nah, we got him at nine.
9. All right, 9, yeah.
Cause we traded up with Chicago.
All right, but I'm glad
I
we
mean, he
did it.
would have made it. He would have been the 10th pick regardless. But
Yeah, no, yeah, it would the next player. That's why how we moved up.
he just didn't want nobody to trade up in front of him just in case.
We got him and Nolan in the first round, right?
Yep, Nolan at 30.
All right, bro. Damn, that's crazy, bro. And now he coming up on his extension year. It's like, damn, they be flying. Time be flying.
He definitely gonna probably accept his 5th year option if he show up this year.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I
I
Yep.
mean,
wonder what
like
no
from what I
like that's the
seen
type
though,
of
from what I
situation I think
seen,
we in, bro. Like what is Nolan market gonna be when he
what his
really
value is right now, because he always
yeah
hurt. He always hurt, bro. He's a great player when he on the field, but he never on the field for real. So it's like
yeah.
I don't think his market gonna be big.
Like, I didn't listen. I didn't think N'Kobe. I thought N'Kobe market was gonna be what it was, but I assumed it was an opportunity for us to squeeze in. But when I seen the numbers, I was like, yeah.
See, now Kobe gave you 2 sturdy years though,
But the money they gave him up front, bro,
but that's just Raiders shit. That's the Raiders shit, bro.
the front half of that deal. No, I mean, listen.
He wasn't
Anybody
getting
that's
that
playing
paper
football, you got
nowhere
to go
else.
get that.
He wasn't getting that paper nowhere else though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They said Dallas offered him close.
Yeah, but he wasn't getting that paper nowhere else. Like his market was probably sturdy, but it wasn't as like the Raiders. They kind of reached on that, but they didn't. Like
They
I
just
can't
wanted. They
really
just didn't
explain
want him to
it.
come. But
Yeah,
you know what that was. But that was one of the moments like, nah, we got to get him from the Eagles, man.
hmm they reached on that. I think the Texans reached with Blankenship too,
Well,
but
when you in that situation like those teams, you sometimes you gotta reach, bro.
you got to. Free agency is just reaching for real. Period.
Yeah,
It's reaching. There's a lot of dudes I don't feel like they deserve those contracts, but they do. They play football. They put their body on the line every day. But like as far as playing wise, I ain't feel like they deserve them contracts. But that's free agency though. You get
yeah,
paid
that's how I
big.
go.
Yep. So since we're talking about this, since Dallas got it with connected with AJ Brown, what's y'all reaction to all this AJ Brown saga ish
All right, let me
noise?
say this first. Let me just say this first.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, AJ Brown has never been shy about saying anything he felt or wanted to say. Right? Can we all
Mm-hmm.
agree on that? We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
There's never been a time where AJ Brown felt the way or felt a certain type of emotion and he didn't voice it out loud. So why all of a sudden, when people are claiming he wants to be traded and he's so unhappy here, has he not voiced this in this moment? Because wouldn't this be the moment to voice it if you wanted to get out of somewhere? Your voice would carry a lot of weight, right?
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure. I
So
agree.
what's going on with this situation? It's like all of a sudden all these rumors coming out about what he said. But I know a person that, like, when I've been watching him for, you know what I mean, all these years. When AJ ever had something to say, he said it. He
For
didn't
sure.
hesitate.
For sure.
He put it on the floor. So if he was unhappy being here, I feel like it would be on the floor. He would have been there said like, "Hey, look, trade me." So I don't believe what people are telling me. I'm sorry, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, but they from my knowledge, I think like week 3 he requested a trade this year. So
But that wouldn't make sense.
that's what the reports was.
That's and I didn't believe that trade because that don't make
I ain't believe it
sense.
either. Yeah, I ain't believe it either.
Yeah.
If I'm
Like you
not
said,
mistaken, week 3 was his best game of the year.
AJ,
So you, because
he
ain't that when
never
we
had a
beat the
problem.
Rams?
Yeah, he never had a problem voicing his opinion on nothing. So
Hold on. But look, week 3 is the week we beat the Rams. Didn't he go crazy against the Rams?
yeah, that second half he went dumb.
So you telling me after you had your best game of the season, you went to the front office and said, "Hey, trade me."
It was
That
just
didn't make
reports.
sense to me, bro.
Nothing was never confirmed. It was just reports. Mm. But with, in my opinion, with the AJ thing right now, it's just a lingering thing that people is like more like a dragging it now because
Hmm.
how they personally feel about AJ. I mean, me honestly, I would love to have him back this year.
Right.
I'm cool with it. I mean, him and his new offense, like I said, with Goddard. Now you got a lot of familiar faces. You don't got to bring in all these new dudes. You know, Devontae gonna be here. Hopefully AJ. You know, Goddard gonna be here. Saquon gonna be here. So it's like these are familiar faces. Now you're not just learning a new offense with new dudes and all that. The whole thing is new. He still has his guys. It's just getting comfortable with the offense. So I would rather have AJ here. And the cap hit is gonna smoke us this year. For real, honestly, this year probably next year too. But like Smitty said, from what I'm hearing, like and AJ never had a problem voicing his opinion. He never said out his mouth, "I want to leave."
He didn't. He
Anytime
literally on trade.
they interview him and all that, he tell them how much he love this person, that person. We cool, we all that. Like no, I don't. I think the media and Eagles fans blowing it up more than it should be blew up right now because after June 1st, that's when all the swooping gonna happen. So it's like they not trading them before that. If they are gonna trade them, they not trading them before that. So it's just a wait and see right now. But I would rather have him here than on another team, honestly.
Right.
Dude is a
And
dog.
right. And that's my point too. Is like you trade AJ after June 1st. So who's wide receiver two? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like there
Hold
is
on,
no
hold on. Look, wait. Trey, do you how many Trey, can you tell me how many wide receivers right now we have under contract?
Two, no,
Three.
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 We got we
Darius
got
Cooper,
we got
Devontae
Darius
Smith,
Cooper,
and
Devontae
AJ
Smith,
Brown.
and
How
Johnny
much
Wilson.
sense would it make for us to trade away the receiver and then have only two receivers on the team?
I think Johnny Wilson signed too.
No, he's not. He's not contracted. I think we got to pick up his tender.
Oh shit! Oh, all right, yeah. I thought
You
he
know,
was
he's a
already
second
signed.
rounder, so we got an option to pick up his tender. But I think we're gonna pick that up right before the drive.
It don't make sense. If anything, we wouldn't have let John Doxson walk if Adrian was leaving. In my opinion, we wouldn't have let him walk. He sat behind. He was the fourth, fifth option all this time. Now, if AJ leaving, at least he move up to like the third or fourth. It's like I don't think Howie would have let him walk out if AJ was leaving, unless we're gonna go up and draft one of them top receivers. I don't see no other option because bringing in a veteran right now is not going to be a veteran that's really going to fill a role where it's going to be heavy production. So Howie not dumb. He know AJ not going nowhere. We're gonna build around AJ Devontae and them. Johnny Wilson coming back.
To me, when I
Cooper.
look at it, when I look at what he's asking for, that sound like a dude that's saying, "Leave me alone." But since you keep calling my phone, give me a first, a second, and a starter.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Because you keep calling my phone, and then they like, "Well, let's negotiate." No, I don't want to trade him. You want him. So since you want him so bad, you gonna give me what I want for him, or you get out my face.
Exactly. It's like every week it's a new story. He don't want to be traded. Like he literally sat in his locker room and said, "Why wouldn't he want to be here?" And then Smitty, no relation, Devontae Smith said, "Why wouldn't he want to be here?" He literally said in his locker room, I don't know what week that was. He literally said he wanted to be here. And Devontae Smith said, "Why wouldn't he want to be here?" Like he literally said it in his locker room. He literally said it in Micah Parsons' podcast that he's excited about the new coaching staff and Philly is his home. And also, ladies and gentlemen, he liked it a post from the Philadelphia Eagles of Jalen Hurts and his new book. Like if that don't tell you anything that AJ Brown going to stay here, if AJ Brown didn't, his all his Eagle stuff would have been going on Instagram.
See, with me with AJ, he like to kind of stir the pot a little bit too, so it make it hard to really read him. It's like he played to the crowd. Honestly, he been doing that since he been here. Like and a lot of times it'd be like jokingly, but he played to the crowd, and then they feed off of that. It's like I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan,
Yep.
but I hate Philly media
Yeah.
and I hate other Philadelphia Eagles fans, man. Like not the fans like us, like we can sit down,
Right.
we bust it down, like the
Yep.
fans that they just they casual. They don't
Yeah.
even really know what's going on. They don't even really know what's going on. It's like our AJ did have a bad playoff game, but how many games did this dude carry us? Plenty of them since he's been here. Plenty of them. So it's like, all right, you do for a bad game. It's just where he had it at. It was terrible. Like, but I mean, look, I don't know what go on in the locker room. I'm not going to assume. I don't know who he beefing with. I'm not going to assume that either. But at the end of the day, if you really wanted to leave, right, and hear me out, if you really wanted to leave, you gonna have your best performances so teams can give you that paper. You gonna have your best performances. I don't think he honestly bombed in that playoff game on purpose. I feel
Right.
like he was in his feelings and stuff like that. And then game flow. If you don't got no momentum, bro, it be like that sometimes. So if you really buying to get another contract, go to another team, fresh start, you not going to show people what you were showing them. You're not going to show them that. All the social media stuff, all the pouting on the field, all that stuff. He probably was upset. I don't know what he was going through or who he was going through with. But at the end of the day, it's a business. You're gonna sell yourself in a business. That's just like anything. Like if you say you work off commission, you gotta sell yourself. These other teams, you gotta sell yourself to 31 other teams. So I don't feel like AJ will mess his money up because he in his feelings. I feel like he just had a bad game, honestly. And if you really buying to leave, you're gonna have your best performances because now it's not gonna be 3, 4 teams, it's gonna be 10, 15 teams. That's oh shit, AJ Brown still got it. Let's put this up. First, second round. I don't care. We gonna give up whatever we willing to give up to get this dude. So I don't feel like it was that. I feel like it's more Philadelphia media and all that. They just stretch everything and it be burning me out. Like I listen to 94.1 and they just dog the dude all day. It's like why y'all hate him? Like I don't understand why y'all hate him. Even if they was beefing, him and Jalen was beefing. That's not y'all concern. They got to figure that out.
Yep.
T.O. ain't like none of his quarterbacks for real, but he still was one of the greatest to ever do it. He didn't like none of his. He didn't like Jeff Garcia. He didn't like none of them dudes.
Yep.
But if you throw me the football, I'm gonna catch it. And look. At the end of the day, this is about me. So yeah, I don't feel like AJ really was trying to like sabotage nothing. I feel like he was just in his feelings and he had a terrible game, honestly.
Right. 'Cause all you guys that's out there right now, we're talking about AJ. Listen, when after June 1st happens and AJ Brown remains a Philadelphia Eagles, all y'all gonna be whining moment. We supposed to leave. We done with AJ, and then y'all gonna be at the link with all of us at home opener screaming "Ayo" when he scores a touchdown or he gets a first down. Stop it. Like AJ Brown's gonna remain here. If he didn't, he would have scrapped all his Eagle stuff and he would have came out here and said it. Like I get Diana Ruffini and 94 WIP and everybody got a job to do. But until I hear it from AJ Brown, who he clearly said multiple times, I want to be here. He stood in the locker room next to Devontae Smith. I want to be here. Why wouldn't I want to be? I want to be here. Like y'all gonna be crazy when he, exactly. We home opener at the link, y'all gonna be screaming "Ayo" from the top of your lungs once he remains a Philadelphia Eagle. Watch. Simple as that, man. So all right, let's get to the rest of these free agent signings that we got. We did Jordan Davis, we did Goddard. Next up is Jonathan Jones. Let's hear from you, Smitty, first.
I think he's good depth. Obviously, the guy we signed that's gonna be the starter, I thought you was gonna bring up next, but I mean, he a little bit. He gonna be good depth. You know what I mean? We had a problem with depth last year. I mean, he probably steps in front of Ringo and prevents him from getting on the field as the cornerback two B or whatever. You know what I mean? He gonna step in for either Quinn Young or Tyreek Woolen, in those senses. But I think he comes in. He provides some good depth, experience. He's been around the league a little bit, so I do like the signing. I think what I mean, to get a veteran in that room, somebody who understands a little bit about the film and what they see out there. He can help. He can help out those young guys.
Yep, Troy.
I feel like it's a great voice in the locker room. How Darius Slay, all them dudes is in there. He's a veteran. He got a Super Bowl under his belt. Um, I feel like he could step in and play that nickel role well. In case we ever need to slide Cooper DeJean back to safety because our safety room is it's not secure right now, honestly. Makuba coming off an injury. Sidney Jones is questionable, and Reed Blankenship just walked out the building. So, in my opinion, I feel like Jones can be that nickel corner, and you could slide Coop back to that rover type safety type position. Um, he kind of a little older now. I think he was like 32 now, Smitty, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but he still could.
Uh, I'm not sure exactly how old he is, but I know he up to he over 30, I think.
He like 32, but he still got some good ball left in him. I ain't gonna lie. I seen him with the Commanders last year. He still looked like a sturdy, like solid starter. So if we wanted to take that route, we could move Coop back. Um, I keep hearing people talk about Michael Carter moving back to safety, and I ain't really with it.
32.
Yeah, I ain't really with it. So I feel like the starting lineup right now, man, we haven't drafted anybody yet, so I don't know who they're gonna bring in as that corner. But I feel like in my mind, and I'm not saying it's like valid, but I feel like they're gonna try to move Coop back to that like safety type nickel type position. Um, and I think he could thrive there. He played a lot of those positions at Iowa and really with us too, for real, for real. So not this move. This move right here is not like a secure one. I feel like he'd be a good veteran. He could come in. He could give you what you need for in spurts like a game and stuff like that. But I feel like we still gonna have to draft more defensive backs. We're gonna have to. We don't know what Makuba gonna give us coming off that injury. I don't know.
Right.
Nobody
So
in
let's
Philly really likes Sidney Brown, bro. I don't know why. I like him, but nobody in Philly really like him. So we really have a problem right now at that safety position. We do,
yeah.
and it's like it's glaring.
Yep. So let's get to I think what Smitty was trying to say was Tyreek Woolen, right, Smitty? That's who you was talking about, Smitty. Well, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what I
Yep,
was talking about.
yep. Go ahead. Start us off. How we feeling about him?
Tyree
Uh,
Willen lost his job. He lost his starting job to Josh Jude. So I'm not as big on him as everybody is, honestly.
I think when he locked in, he's a really really good really really good corner. He locked down. Could play anybody in the league. But he has a lot of moments where he checks out of the games and then he's a liability. Uh, perfect example. Perfect example. In the NFC Championship game, he locked Puka up, gets the taunting penalty, gets burnt the next play. Like that's the roller coaster of Woolen. But if we can somehow rein in the second part of him and keep him locked in, keep him playing well, I think the signing will be very, very productive. But hopefully, you know what I mean, we can figure out a way to not have those moments because he does have those moments where he checks out and he's lackadaisical and he's kind of just on the field. You know what I mean? I really like what he brings to the table. Uh, but yeah, he did have moments last year where he was unplayable. So hopefully, Vic Fangio understands what he needs to do to keep him engaged.
Mm-hmm. You think he's going to be the starter corner next to Quinyon Smitty?
100%, 100%. You can't give him that much money and then sit him on the bench.
Yep. What about you, Troy? You think he's starting?
Yeah, he gonna be the starter. Like I said, me watching Reek Willen, his like it's kind of what Smitty said. The dude he a high head. He a high head, so he one of those dudes that can easily get out of his game because he's a talker. He's not like Quinyon. Quinyon, he ignore all that, but he's a talker. So I guess he feed off of that, and then when it get in his head too much, he start playing like garbage. Like I say, we remember we drafted Josh Jewell coming out of Alabama. He took Reek Williams' starting spot. It was times he was unplayable. Like you couldn't put him on the field because of the emotional stuff. He checked out, stuff like that. So we can't have that here. A lot of people was kind of up in arms about a Dirty Jackson, but Dirty Jackson was steady Eddie. He got beat on plays sometimes, but he played well, in my opinion, last year for us. Um, see what Rick Willen, he can be a strapped up corner, and maybe the motivation like Quinyon on the other side and the competitor, and I'm like, no, look, I could be the number one corner. Maybe that I like fuel him, but the dude, even like in that Super Bowl, he got them like three personal fouls or something like that. Just like talking. I'm like, bro, like, it don't be called for. Sometimes you gotta do stuff like that to keep your head in the game, and that sometimes that fuel people, but getting penalties on that is like you can't do that in those moments. So I feel like he's going to start. He's going to be our second corner, but look, man, you know how it go. Like the NFL, weird a little bit, man. Somebody step up and show a little bit more. He could easily be on the bench like he was in Seattle. Honestly, in my opinion.
Right. Sidney Brown is a heavy hitter. Is he?
No, yeah, Sidney Brown be smoking shit, but he just like
Sidney Brown is a reckless hitter. I don't know
yeah,
about
he just
heavy.
reckless. He just reckless.
Reckless.
Yeah. Sidney Brown is a reckless. I agree, man. He's a reckless hitter, in my opinion. So the next guy we got is Arnold Escapit. Like, how you say his name, Smitty?
Ebiketie.
Yeah. So we'll start with you. What's your reaction to us signing him?
I mean, he's solid in the rotation, man. I think he definitely in this game could prosper. Obviously, we still got to address edge, but him with Nolan and Jalix, you know what I mean, some guys that can get at the quarterback, and I think, you know what I mean, he has some ability to definitely get at the quarterback in a multitude of ways. So I really like the Arnold Ebiketie signing, man. I thought it was an underrated signing for the Eagles. Obviously, everybody was looking at the big name. They wanted the big name off the board, but I think if you're looking for somebody that can help solidify the room, he comes in and helps with that.
Right. Trey?
Um, I like dude intensity, man. He's a great edge setter. He can play the run and the pass. Um, he's a short tackler. I feel like he gonna fit in well with this rotation with Nolan and Jalen Hunt. I feel like Vic probably use him more as like a pass rushing type, um, edge setting type linebacker. But me watching him over the past couple of years, bro, dude, he bring that intensity, bro. He bring that intensity. He's physical, taking on blocks, and I feel like he have a great role in this defense. Honestly,
Yep. He's a good signing. He's a good signing. We'll see what he's made of when he gets on the field. The next guy we signed was Brian Mann. He's back. So Trey, let's get your thoughts of us signing our kicker.
yeah, Brad, man, I feel like he did well for us the years he been here. I don't really got too much to say about the punter position, man, because he really didn't do nothing to make me not like him. It's just like is a punter, honestly. It's like look,
Right.
we had to have one.
Yep. Smitty?
No, pretty good signing, man. I mean, he been consistent. He been pretty good since we got him. So no reason for him to be gone. Obviously, he a punter, so you need a punter on your team that can do his job. So no argument with me. It's the other special teams guy that used his foot that should have been gone, but neither here nor there.
Yep, I agree with you there.
Damn, Smitty, you wanted Jake gone, Smitty?
I still do.
Damn.
Go
Still
ahead,
do.
talk about it, Smitty. Why you want Jake the Snake gone?
I mean, his numbers beyond 50 are horrible over the last few seasons. And then last year, his number really anywhere on the field last year, he was a liability to miss. Extra points, field goals, whatever. It was an opportunity for him to go out there and embarrass us as a team. Sometimes your leg give out. Sometimes you just don't got it. He at that point, man, where week in and week out, when people ask me what's the weakest point of my team, I talk about the field goal unit.
Yep. Trey, you want to respond?
I mean, yeah, I agree, man. Um, Jake did was disappointing probably the last 2 years, but I mean, look, you never know. It could be a resurrection. Um, he missed a lot of gimmies, but he also hit a lot of big kicks for us too. So I'm not upset about them bringing Jake Elliott back, giving him another year. But I mean, look, like I said, just like Brady Man, he's a kicker. Kicker's more important than punters, but I don't feel like Jake did horrible, honestly.
Right. So let's go to the next guy that we signed, and that's Grant Calcaterra. The Philadelphia Eagles re-signed him. So let's start with Trey. What's your thoughts on the Eagles re-signing Grant?
Solid. I feel like it was solid, man. Grant is not the greatest blocker or like pass catching tight end, in my opinion. He's a solid dude. He get them tough yards for you, little first down stuff like that. So, and he probably gonna be like the third tight end on the roster, second or third tight end. So, I'm not really too upset about that, man. We didn't have no tight end sign at all. We had to bring somebody in. There was no tight end. Johnny Mine, Grant Calcaterra. We had to bring some dudes in to sit behind. Got it, and hopefully we draft a tight end. We have four. Somebody gonna be on the practice squad, but I feel like it was a sturdy signing because he's another security blanket for Jalen, one of them dudes that bail him out on third down. So I mean, I wasn't upset about this one at all.
Yep. Smitty?
Interesting signing, man. But I thought, to be honest, I thought bringing Johnny Mont and then bringing in Grant was gonna be, our road to drafting a first round tight end. Um, Greg Calcaterra, uh, he's average. I mean, he's a decent tight end in the pass game. Very much a liability when he has to block. But it's somebody that they have some faith in. They got some trust in, so they bring him back. We know the Eagles. They sometimes find a guy they fall in love with. And he just end up with the team for a long time, even if he's not as productive as they want him to be. They don't lose faith. So I think that's where we at with Grant Calcaterra at this point. We keep bringing him back just in hopes that the spark we possibly see can some at some point be able to shine.
Yep. I'm not mad about the signing of Grant Calcaterra. Is if we didn't sign Dallas Goddard, we would have, we would have signed drafted a tight end anyway. So I'm not really mad about bringing back Grant Calcaterra, in my opinion. And the final person we signed is Johnny Munt. So let's start with Trey and then Smitty.
Um, I felt like it was a solid pickup, man. Like I said, he'd probably be our second or third tight end. Um, he's a good blocker, sneaky pass catcher. And he's a veteran. I feel like he'll fit well with this what we got going on right now. So I I kind of I like this one a little bit more than the Calcaterra one, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Smitty?
Not very legit blocker at the tight end position. Um, I think this was. I agree with Trey. This one here intrigues me a lot more than the Grand Calcaterra signing. Because I think Johnny Munt, what he can bring in the run game, in that big set they were trying to initiate last year. Obviously, I think they're gonna still have some of that in there. I think Johnny Munt comes in and executes in that role as an additional lineman with hands compared to Grant Calcaterra.
Yep, I agree with you, man. And that's all the free agent signings we have. So what grade, Trey, we'll start with you. What grade would you give the free agent signings that we just acquired?
Um, I give it probably like a B minus, honestly. A lot of these dudes on 1 year deals. It was signed they could fit in and around the team, but it really wasn't nothing special outside of the Goddard free agency signing. But we already knew that though. We already knew that. We knew we were gonna lose a lot of guys. We knew we weren't gonna really have too much money to sign a whole bunch of people. So I mean, it wasn't nothing surprising. I give it probably like a B minus.
Yep. Smitty?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid B. I think we could have been a little bit more aggressive early in the free agency process with grabbing some of these guys. But we kind of was trying to work on some of the guys we had in house. And then when we got into the fold of trying to maneuver, I think it was a little bit too late in the fold. But I think he did address some of the situation. Obviously, the off season isn't over yet. You still have an opportunity to, still sign some more free agents and address in the draft. So hopefully, the game plan was always to be a little bit minimal in this part of the situation for us to be aggressive, to be very aggressive in the draft.
Yep, I'm with you guys. I'll give it a solid B as well. Like, there are some more moves that I think Howie Roseman should make. Like maybe a safety. We need a safety. Maybe buff up the old line, seen as and maybe another linebacker because seen as we lost N'Kobe Dean. What's your thoughts on us losing Reed Blankenship, N'Kobe Dean, uh, Jahan, Jalen Phillips, and these other players? We'll start with you, Trey.
Um, it was a few like N'Kobe and probably Reed. I probably would have been cool with re-signing, but um, everybody we lost, we kind of knew we was gonna lose them. Um, we knew Blankenship, N'Kobe. We knew John Doxson, all these dudes was gonna be gone. So I mean, Jalen Phillips really was a rental. He was a couple game rental. So I'm not surprised at all. It's just it's just replacing these dudes that we're gonna have to figure out, and I think that's gonna be more through the draft. My top free agent re-signing was N'Kobe Dean, but I knew it was gonna be a long shot anyway because bro been injured the past couple years. He had his best 2 seasons, the last 2 seasons. He trying to get his paper while he can. I respect it, and I respect Howie for like we drafted Jahad Campbell. Was like, bro, we can't pay you too much money because it's like we did just draft this young dude that's really supposed to be taking your spot. Honestly, that's why we drafted him because nobody knew N'Kobe Dean's future. He was injured the first couple of years he was here. So
Seattle got a little bit different than that, Trey. I thought they were going to invest in the Kobe Dean, seeing that Zach Bond contract is up next season.
I agree
I,
with
I
that
didn't
too.
think they
But
were
the
going to
cat,
invest another contract into Zach. So I'm like, okay, they're going to invest in Kobe, somehow make his first year cap hit very, very low. They give it, you know what I mean, the opportunity, next year, then boom, it's N'Kobe and Jahad. But I guess I was wrong.
I agree with that too. But um, Zach already got paid, so I feel like his next couple of contracts they're not going to be world beaters. We gave you your money. They're not going to be world beaters. They're going. I don't even think honestly, there's a possibility they don't resign him again either. They go out and get another young talent, and it be Jahan and somebody else. Honestly, so um, I didn't expect to lose N'Kobe Dean. Everybody else I thought was gonna walk. I knew Jahan Dotson was gonna walk because the situation he been in the last 2 years. I knew Phillips was gonna walk because we wasn't gonna be able to match whatever, and he wasn't. He ain't had no loyalty to Philly. Blankenship, he was a unrestricted free agent, and he got his start, and he did a great job. So he trying to get paid. He just got married. He trying to get paid. I everybody that walked, I respected it. It's like, look, bro, y'all trying to get y'all paper, y'all can't get it here. I'm going to have to get it somewhere else. But I'm
I
trusting
thought
how
we,
we.
I thought, I only thought we was going. I thought Reed was out. I thought Jalen Phillips would be back because I didn't think his market was 30 million, but I guess I was wrong. I thought Nicole would be back. Obviously, I just said that. And then to me, I thought Jahan was gonna be more affordable, but in my opinion, he didn't go to a better situation though.
I feel like he did for
I
himself.
don't, because think about this: you still have Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Bijan in front of you. The same situation you had here.
But Mooney, but Mooney left though.
Yeah, but you don't provide nothing that Mooney provided.
Mooney was a dog. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't provide that. You're not shifty in open field. You don't find open space and make yourself open. You don't do those things. You're not Mooney,
He do. We didn't give him a chance to do that though. Honestly,
bro. I mean, I watched the film.
how much time?
He,
How many times we was focusing on Jahan Dotson in this offense ever?
I'm saying even when you wasn't getting the ball, it wasn't like you was butt naked. Like
But you knew he wasn't get. He knew he wasn't getting the ball. Shit, it's like, I wouldn't keep running all
still
hard
go.
all game
I'm
either.
I'm I'm getting open. And if you miss me, then that's on you now, not on me. I'm not gonna look like I'm locked up.
But you gotta think though. He came from Washington, where he was the number one option, to being like the third, fourth, maybe and fifth option sometimes. So it's like, bro, you only probably getting like 2 or 3 touches a game. You just out there fucking running gases for real, for real. I would look at when he showed up when we needed him to. That's all that mattered. He showed up when we needed him to, and he got an opportunity because I mean Drake London been in and out of the lineup. Kyle Pitts been in and out of the lineup the last couple of years, so it's like he got an opportunity to really steal that spotlight from them dudes for real, for real.
Who's your quarterback?
Ain't who
It's
over
either
there?
Michael Penix or it's going to be Tua. It's one of them two.
I'm
Michael
taking.
Penix hurt,
I'm going with Tua.
and Tua is
Tua.
not good.
Tua a good passer. He just get injured. He's great. He a good passer. And
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts ain't been. the person coming out of Florida that we thought he was, Kyle Pitts took so long to really hop on the scene for real, for real. Like he just starting to really turn that table for real, honestly. In the last probably like 2 years, Kyle Pitts been a no show for Atlanta.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on the free agent losses we lost, Many?
outside of like N'Kobe Dean and Jalen Phillips, I thought everybody else was pretty much foregone conclusion they wouldn't be here. So um, I didn't expect Jalen Phillips' market to be that ridiculous. Obviously, it is. So that's a little crazy, but um, sometimes when a team just want to be you, want to take your opportunities. I mean, they overpay for your talent, and I think they severely overpaid for Jalen Phillips' talent. I think the Kobe market was somewhere between where he got paid at. So I can't be upset for that. But I think the Texans, in my opinion, bro, like I really don't understand the signing of Reed Blankenship, but it is what it is. So I think they already have some really good safeties out there. So I didn't really understand what they brought him in for. But that's neither here nor there. I feel like we created some voids that we have to now address at some point in the draft. Safety
Mm-hmm.
is now an issue.
Right. Simple as that. So before we give our final thoughts, I've been seeing you on X, Smitty. So if you got any thoughts you want to give out before we give our final thoughts, talk to me. What's been on your mind?
Nothing, man. I mean, obviously, it's a lot of rhetoric. People just got to stop feeding into it. I mean, I said it earlier. If AJ wanted to be gone, he would have spoke on it. You know what I mean? He would have been very vocal. He's never had a moment where something he wanted to say wasn't able to be said. So don't let just because somebody you know their names give you a source or give you a reference that, oh yeah, I heard this from such and such. Until you hear from such and such, then take it with a grain of salt. I mean that's the best way to handle that.
Yep.
Because
So
Diana Rossini said it don't mean it's true. Because Adam
exactly.
Schefter said it don't mean it's true. Because whatever account you follow for your NFL news said it don't mean it's true. You know what I mean? Until you hear from the source, take it with a grain of salt.
Damn right. Simple as that. You want to follow up, Trey, before we give our final thoughts?
I agree with Smitty, man. It's like it's all he say, she say, and a lot of those reporters they take anything and just try to get a story out of it. So it could be true, but there's also a possibility that it's not. So I mean, once we if we don't hear from AJ, bro, I'm assuming AJ Brown's gonna be a Philadelphia Eagle next year. We don't hear from Howie. We don't hear from Nick. Them dudes that really got the plug on it. I, I'm going into the season thinking AJ Brown gonna be a Philadelphia Eagle until he's not. So all that other stuff, you can miss me with all that other stuff.
Yeah. And my point when it comes to what Smitty said is basically this. Until I hear it from AJ Brown coming up here and say I want to be traded. Basically, simply put, I don't believe it. Until I hear it from AJ Brown himself, I really don't believe what these reporters got to say because they've been saying the exact same thing the past couple of weeks. AJ this, AJ that, AJ this, AJ this, AJ that. Until I hear it from AJ Brown himself, like don't believe everything you hear. So with that, let's go ahead. Let's give our final thoughts. We'll see you guys next week. Smitty, you start.
Nah, man. I know I've been going for a minute, man, but I'm tapped in. I'm always tapped in. It's
Yep.
Eagles all day, man. We gonna have a good season. We on the way back. I mean, just be patient, man. Don't overreact to everything you see. Just because, like I said before, just because somebody you follow they got a blue check and 100,000 followers said it, don't mean it's true. You know what I mean? Let's have a relaxed season. We still got a whole month before we get to the draft. Like it's time to still build this roster into what Howie Roseman sees it being. So it's fly goose fly, man, all day, every day. And go birds, man.
Simple as that. Trey?
I'm gonna piggyback off what Smitty said, man. It be too much panicking going on. It's like it's it's literally only March.
Hmm.
It's literally only March. The draft ain't come up yet. Free agency not over. You still can make trades within that. So it's like, how are we gonna get this roster right? At least by the time August comes. So we just gotta be patient, man. There's no patience in this Philadelphia Eagles fan base, man. I ain't even just gonna say Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Phillies, it's the Sixers, it's the Flyers. Anything that got to do with Philly, bro, it just be uproar and panic. So I'm on level. I'm on ice right now. Honestly, I'm glad we re-signed Goddard. We needed that. But everything else, I'm on ice right now. Like, look, I'm just riding a wave till football come back. That's all. I need y'all to do that too, man. I know y'all hear a lot of this stuff on the radio, and y'all checking Adam Scheffner every 5 seconds. Like Smitty said, bro, just because they said it don't mean it's true. They're not talking to these guys personally. They saying sources. Did they stand in front of AJ Brown and talk to this dude, and he said, "Oh, I want to be traded from the Philadelphia Eagles because it never happened. It's just inside sources and stuff like that." So, bro, I'm just ready for the season to come back, man. I'm just ready. I'm just ready to watch some football. I'm ready to watch somebody get punched in their mouth.
Yep.
All this talking and gossiping is female stuff. Like, I don't look, bro. I don't feed into it until it actually happens. So, I mean, that's all I got to say. Is your boy One Tree Rock money.
Yep. And my final thoughts is this: to anyone who comes up here and say that the Super Bowl window is closed for the Philadelphia Eagles, will switch their words in August when the roster is built. It's March, ladies and gentlemen. Howie Roseman ain't done building the roster. He ain't done building the roster. It's March. Free agency is kind of quiet. Check. Now we move on to the NFL draft. Once we're done that, we get ready for OTAs, mandatory minicamp, training camp, preseason, and we get ready for the regular season. We'll know who we face week one. There's off-season programs later in April. Like, if anyone comes up here and say that the Super Bowl window for the Eagles is closed, all because of the roster, all because of the Nick Sirianni or Jalen or AJ or the coaching staff, don't listen to them because they're the same one. So is the rosters ain't built for the Rams? The rosters ain't built for the Seattle Seahawks. What about Buffalo? Is their roster good? What about Kansas City? What about the Ravens? Like, it's March. No one knows what's going to happen until September. So let's calm down. Let's focus on building our team and let's get ready to go on a run. So for Moan, Trace, Minnie, and your boy, fly goes fly, go birds. And just remember, man, you're always welcome to Broad Street. Lights out. Big Simple, I need to see it. Like you say you making moves, I need to see it. Like talk is cheap. You're making moves in March. Talk to me in September when you get your 53-man roster ready. Talk to me in September, big. Okay? Lights out.